Hi, I'm Eric Folks, Instructional Technology Coordinator for Lampasas ISD, and today we're going to talk about how you create a course in Eduphoria Workshop. First thing you're going to want to do is sign into Eduphoria and go to Workshop. And on the left-hand side, you should have a Manage tab. If you have no Manage tab, then you need to have your rights adjusted, and you should contact me or Lori Ramsey so that we can get those rights adjusted so that you have the ability to create courses. Okay, so it should look something like this. You can see I've got a Manage tab now. Okay, logged in as myself instead of as a teacher. So assuming you have the Manage tab, under the Manage tab you should see Course Management. Click on that and you click on Courses. And down on the bottom left-hand corner, you've got Add New Course. Now, you do have the ability to copy existing courses. By clicking that and putting in a keyword, it's going to search all the courses that we already have so that you can save yourself time if you're creating multiple courses, or we can create a new empty course, which is what we're going to do today. So I'm going to just call this test course. Course descriptions go here. And next, in the bottom right hand corner, select a start time and end time. So you can just click on that. Let's say we're going to go with the 9th, 8 a.m. and it's going to automatically end 3 hours later, so I can change that if I want. I click on there and I'm going to say it's going to end at 2 p.m. Set time, make sure that you click set time each time you do that. Double check your dates and your times. Click next and click begin editing course. Now you can see the course has appeared over here under the month in which it was set up. And we've got 5 little tabs here, 6 little tabs, and we've got an overview of the course. You can see where the description shows up and the title. Registration for the course is open right now, and I'll show you how to adjust that. Start and end times, meetings location times, and here's the course creator and instructor has not been assigned to this course. Also, very conveniently, you can see here is a direct link to register for that course. So you can copy and paste that or email that out to whoever you want to register for the course if you would like. So I'm going to click on Setup, and under Course Description, title and description, this is where you would make those adjustments. You can put in prerequisites if you want. Session and location information is pretty important, so I click on that. And you can see down here in the very bottom we've got our start dates and times. Location is to be determined at this point, but if you click on that little arrow you have the ability to click on any of the locations that have already been set up. If your location is not listed here, then you need to contact me or Lori Ramsey and we can enter that location so that you have that to choose from. So I'm going to just put LMS library for now. The seatings are guidelines. We can adjust the number of available seats and attendees, but those are based on the locations. Keep publication dates aligned to default options. When you click save on that, it may make some adjustments and we can manually override those if we need to right here. So I'm going to just click save. Make sure that you click save right there in order for your new location to be reflected. I'm going to click on publication dates. Now, this is important stuff. When do you want it to be published in the course catalog? Okay, so I want people to be able to see it as soon as possible. So you can see it backdates it months, so immediately it's available for viewing in the course catalog. Likewise, staff members can register starting back in April, and this is a July course. So typically those will be set in the past and people will be able to register. So you'll want to make adjustments to that if you don't want them to see it or be able to register for it until a certain date and time. And you would make those adjustments just like you did originally when setting up the course. This one, close staff registration on, is going to be set by default to be when the course begins. So if you want to close registration ahead of time, then you'll need to make that adjustment there. And by default, the course survey is going to be enabled at the very end of the course. And our course is supposed to be over on the 9th at 2 o'clock, and you can see that's when the survey is up and running. Now, if you want to create a course, but you want to keep the course hidden and enter people manually yourself or give them a direct link to the course, but you don't want people to be able to see it in the course catalog because maybe it's just for a few select people on your campus, then you can select hide this course. Under instructors, it takes a second to reload each time. Go ahead and scroll down and select whoever is instructing. Again, if the course instructor is not listed in here and needs to be added to the list, then you'll need to contact me or Lori. Here's a spot to put optional instructor credit for teaching the course. Usually we go with 1 credit for 1 hour, just like we would with standard CPEs. Course survey, by default, this Texas Reading First survey is top of the list, but you can click any of the surveys available here, and we can even help you create a custom survey for your campus should you choose to go with something like that. I usually leave linked courses and course restrictions alone. I've never really had to put anything in there. But credits and categories is an important step in any course creation. So we're going to enable, let's see, I think this course is 5 hours long, so there'll be 5 CPEs for it. Maybe this is just something that we should award local credit for and not CPEs. If it is IT credit, for IT credit, then you'll need to contact me or Lori ahead of time just to make sure that the course qualifies for IT credit. Same thing with I Know iPads basic certification. And then for the gifted and talented, probably Susan Petrie, you would need to contact her before you build any course that has that kind of credit. And normally these CPEs are going to be awarded for credits that are taken outside of normal school hours. I've never really added elective credit, but course categories is important when you want people to be able to find your course. When they go to the course registration page, any categories that you select there means that your course will show up under those categories. Goals are pretty straightforward. Here are the National Education Technology Standards, so you can just click on any of these goals that correspond to it. Likewise, here are our district goals, so you can select any of these that may correspond to your course as well. And that's typically it on this tab. Under Attendees, you can see the max seating is 30. If I want to, I can left click on that and I can say I want 35 people to be able to enroll. But if you want only 35 people to enroll, then you're going to have to, under this little wrench, say disable the waiting list. Because even though, and we get a little warning that they may not register with pending status, over here it says you can deselect enroll pending staff members. When I have deselected that and clicked OK, but not disabled the waiting list, we still have pending staff members that somehow managed to register. So this thing really does nothing for disabling the pending staff registration. So you can just leave it marked, and if you really don't want anybody over a certain number to show up, then you're going to want to disable that waiting list. Alright, so here you can enroll people directly. If you know who you want in the course, you can force them in if you want. So you would select the name, click select, and it would automatically enroll them. But if you want people to enroll themselves, then you would just leave this alone. The survey, the notes, and the discussion are all to be left alone at this point. You're not going to be able to see any of the survey results until the course is marked completed. That is, the last person to need to take the survey has taken the survey. You mark it completed, it's basically going to lock it down and nobody else is going to be able to take the survey. So if you have 10 people attend a course and only 7 of them fill out the survey and you mark it completed, those other 3 people will not be able to fill out the survey, but you will be able to actually see the results. So anytime you make changes, best practice is to go ahead and click save afterwards. But at this point, our course has been created. Here's our link if we want to share it with somebody. But it will also show up in Workshop. So let's see, it's called test course on the 9th. I'm going to go in as a different user, and I'm going to refresh this page. And let's view courses by month. There it is. There's our test course on the 9th. So if somebody wanted to register for it, they'd click on it and click register right here. That's all there is to it. If you have any questions, Susan has built tons of courses, so has Lori, and I have as well. Feel free to contact any of us. We'd love to help you out. Thanks for your time.